Greetings. Today's message will be coming from what I read in the Discovery series, the major prophets Isaiah, Jeremiah, and Ezekiel. I was introduced to the Discovery series from reading Our Daily Bread, which I found in my church's vestibule. The Discovery series is delivered to my house for free, I believe on a monthly basis, and you can order yours at odb.org/Discovery series. That's odb.org/Discovery series. This is not a sponsored video, but it is a way of sharing the gospel with others. So these are the little books that I'm talking about. And today I'll be talking about something that I read in the major prophets, Isaiah, Jeremiah, and Ezekiel. And you can see I have like a nice amount of them from over the months. They also send you some bigger ones sometimes. So you don't really know which ones they're sending. So once they do send them, it's sort of like a surprise for me, because I read a lot of things throughout the year. I really haven't had the opportunity to like go through all of them. So I picked up the major prophets the other day, and I read through it. Now let's get into today's topic on the major prophets: Isaiah, Jeremiah, and Ezekiel. A few years ago, God had me in the book of Revelations, then Isaiah, and Ezekiel, and recently Jeremiah. I encourage you to choose one of the major prophet books and meditate on them to see what the Father reveals to you. They definitely provided me with a better insight and an outlook on these days and time. The following information is what stood out to me when I read the major prophets. And this information can be found on page 26. Central message: judgment and restoration. The three major prophets all share the same central message. God's people have sinned, and unless they repent, which they don't, they will suffer God's judgment in the form of defeat at the hands of their enemies. Nonetheless, after the judgment, God will restore his people. Central themes: God's glory, grace, sovereignty, and human responsibility. God is above all things and in control, that is sovereign, over all the nations, not just his own people. He is also set apart, holy, in all his glorious splendor. For that reason, he judges sin, but he is still gracious towards his people and works towards their restoration. God's people are not only guilty because of their collective and long history of sin, but because they are also all individually responsible for their own rebellion.